straight out to Gene Casares, legal correspondent in session. Gene, defense rests without Tot Mom. Was anybody really surprised? You really think she had the guts to square off against a veteran prosecutor on cross-examination? It's not like she's got her 2-year-old little girl with her anymore. This is a veteran prosecutor ready, willing and able to cross-examine her.
You know, Nancy, when Casey Anthony walked through that door into court today after lunch, I looked at her demeanor. She was nervous, she had anticipation, and she seemed excited. So for the first time, I thought maybe she will. But she did not. But she very promptly stood up when her attorney stood up to address the judge himself.
Well, you know, Gene, after I found out that the entire defense team was out having a nice, big, long lunch together, I knew right then they were not bringing Tot Mom on to the stand because they would be back there prepping her, getting her ready. Everybody, we are live at the Orlando courthouse, bringing you the latest at the end of the courthouse day. The defense rests. Did they prove what they promised in opening statements? No way. We are taking your calls to Steve Helling, staff writer, People magazine, also in court today. Are you surprised? Not one major thing the defense promised in opening statements was proved during their case.
You know, Nancy, I wasn't exactly, I'm not shocked, but I did expect that they would address some of the things that they had brought up because they didn't have to bring them up in the first place. You know, they could have just said the state hasn't proved their case or something like that, but they gave us a whole new case. And so I expected to see some proof of that. And I really think at the end of the day, we didn't see anything that was even close to proving the things that we were promised that we were going to hear.
Well, one thing we did hear about was from this so-called other woman, Crystal Holloway, a.k.a. street name River Cruz. What did we learn from her, Gene?
Well, we learned that she now says that she and George Anthony had an affair. And she said that one night, intimate moment, she's on the floor, he's on the couch, and he suddenly gets tears in his eyes and says it was an accident that snowballed out of control. But the fact is, she originally told law enforcement there was no affair. And that night went to the National Enquirer and then said there was an affair for $4,000.